Okay, everybody, welcome back. We're about to go and sort out Lothric Castle. First, need to go and pick up a fairly important ring, especially for this build, that I totally forgot about. So, I apologise for that. I hope you guys found it at a more opportune time than now. We're going to go grab it. So basically, we're going to come to the Pontiff's bonfire, heading out the door. We've got a couple of Pontiff Knights that we need to kill, and then we're going to go and pick it up. So this is the upgraded version of kind of the ring that boosts miracles. So this should hopefully make our lightning spells do a little bit more damage, I'm hoping. Yeah, another one over on the right. Try and hide over there. As always, these guys. Gotta be careful of them. Come on. Wrong one, never mind. That'll do. Let's get some more magic points. Take you out. So the ring we're after is literally on that balcony right below us. So we're going to take some of these out before we're going down there. We're not really bothered about facing off with them. We actually just want the ring. So let's take these down. Oh, it's actually going to come around for us. Hello. Happy for that to be the case. Come on then. No? Okay. Either way, we shouldn't be in too much danger on here. So, Ring of the Sun's firstborn. That's what we're after. Take you down. There we go. Shield bearer over there doesn't seem to want to chase us, so fine with that. Now then, so in this next area, we're going to try out some more lightning spells again, see if we can get her to do some more damage. I don't even know why I came all the way to the bonfire, don't need to anymore. Right, so, back to the Shrine bonfire, you'll see if we can upgrade any of our gear, and then we'll be carrying on. So, over to Andre, let's have a look at what upgrade materials we have. We have got 3 chunks, and our storage space is at +8, so, not really going to be bothering with that. So let's try this then in this next area. Probably, in fact, fire is much more helpful in the next area. This will actually have to wait until the one after, because we have enemies that are weak against fire in the upcoming area. So that's what we're going to do. That's why we're going to use that. Unfortunately, is the case. Right then, so back from the we're going to be heading back from the Dancer's bonfire and up the ladder through Lothric Castle. Shouldn't be too bad. Should be pretty fine going through here. So up the ladder we go. All that blood. Okay, so kind of the worst bit is this very first bit here. So we're going to be faced with red-eyed knights. We've got one directly in front of us. Now the biggest issue is actually the thing around the side, which will buff him, so we need to deal with that. Not only will it buff him, it will heal him, so we need to make sure that dies before you actually enter into this fight. But we should be okay now. Oh, it doesn't want to come through the door, okay. Come on. So it seems you can, in fact, ranged battle this guy. Ooh, that was bad. Damn, outstanding. Damn. Oh, that was dangerous. So you do need to be careful coming from here. As you can see, these guys are dropping large Titanite shards. As on the right hand side, we're going to have 2 more knights and another dude that kind of likes to buff them. One of them is a spear wielder. Now I don't really feel the need to fight them. The cleric guy's here. Get with him. He has to go first. If you are going to fight these, that is. But I'm absolutely not bothered about it. So, as long as you tag this bonfire, you're fine. And now if anything happens, we'll just kind of teleport here instead. Ouch. So heal. Maybe not right there. Let's try getting through here a bit. Ouch. Okay, as I said, we'll just respawn right at that bonfire, so it's not really an issue. There you go, he's going to wander out that door. We're going to go over this way to reclaim our souls. Re-ember up. But yeah, it's kind of only the real issue area in this place, so if you don't want to deal with it, just run past them. Just here. Head on around. That junk's nice. That's what we need to keep on grabbing. Right, let's bring you around the corner. Well. There we go, it's one down. That's 3 5 bombs, we'll take those. Highly useful if you don't actually have access to pyromancy. Make sure you take this guy out. On the left, we're going to clear this little area out. We've got a few enemies to kind of deal with. Obviously, you can see the guy behind the board on the left. He will try and trap us. Come on. Don't. There we go. Get rid of the shield guy. This guy. Careful down here. This guy's hanging on the walls, so you need to try and knock them off. Take those on for another chunk. What does that put us on? You need to hit 6 to finish off the sword, so nearly there. That's nice. May as well take it all the way to plus 10. This guy's going to try and jump off on us, so do be careful. I'm going to see if we can get him before he does so. Apparently his crushing weight wasn't so terrible though. It's quite dangerous, so do be careful. Try not to get cornered. Ouch. Whoa, nearly got me. Damn, these fat knights moving so fast. It's like a fat ninja. Right, so him dealt with. Kind of once he's dealt with, we don't have to go back in again, so if you take too much damage from him, feel free to go and reset your Estus, but it should be okay. There's another bonfire quite close by, so not too much to worry about. Took a Titan Knight in case you're using a special weapon that needs it. On up we go. So we've got a few items in here. We've got the winged set, sacred broom shield. Don't think there's anything on the roof. We'll have a check. No, nothing too useful here, other than, I don't know, maybe a useful drop down in PvP. If you want to try and trick people, both as a defender and an aggressor. Alright, so here we're going to have quite a bit of crap happening. So we're going to go straight on over the steps, deal with this guy first, rather than try and get swamped. Now do be careful because the guy on top of the bridge, you probably heard it, is going to throw Lois elements at you, which stop you from being able to heal. So this area isn't generally that bad, but if you do start taking damage, you're not going to be able to recover it if one of those hits you. There's some time chunks, that means we're going to upgrade the sword. It's nice. Ouch. Yeah, I knew that was coming. So I'm going to go with this guy. Looks like it's actually fallen off, that's quite funny. Maybe not. Ouch. You just dead angle me, that's something nice. Whoa! That was very noobish. Right, let's get you. There we go, big axe dude down. You're next. So of course, do be careful because he will get you from behind as well. Don't think this dude's alive, that's cool. So as you can see, he's up there throwing these at you, and that will stop you from healing. That's a drop down we're going to get in a second. But here is another bonfire. Just grab this over here. So we've got new ember. It's nice. Type bonfire. And I'm going to go and upgrade my sword because why not? So let's go for Firelink Shrine. So I'm going to get our Restore Straight Sword 2 plus 10. I feel like I might as well because I've got the slab and I'm quite enjoying the weapon. So I might as well have it doing all the damage. Don't know how it's looking in lightning now though. So if it goes to lightning, 220 in lightning. Ooh. So it's getting close to having a total that is higher than our raw Restore Straight Sword, but what skins can we get out of this? DD is the best you can hope for, is it? Just because, just checking, really, lightning. See, I thought its scaling would be higher than C. That's pretty shocking, really, lightning. Chaos. Hmm. 210 blast. Interesting. So that's what I was to keep an eye on too. But so I'm gonna keep it as raw for now because lightning is quite commonly highly resisted against. So if I keep it standard, I'll be able to buff it with weapon buffs later on as I collect them. So I'm gonna use that to my advantage. What else do we have? Let's have a check what we've got. We've got some. How much is it to level right now? I guess we'll wait. We'll wait until we've gone through the next part of the year before we start using these souls up. It won't take us too long to rack up enough to actually get some levels up using items already. So, Dragon Barracks. Okay, so let's make sure we've got some decent spells on. Well, more I want to make sure I've got some Toxic Mist on. Which, although Pyromancy it almost counts as a faith build ability, with its 15 faith requirement. Nice. Right, so I'm going to do, go over this left way. Stand a bit away from this guy. Spit on him. There we go. So we're going to leave him to stew for a while. Be aware. Oh, it's already there. Yeah, another dragon is going to come flying in, and these are going to start breathing fire everywhere. So we are just going to run straight across, drop off this right hand side right here. The bone shard. Right here we're going to do a plunging attack on this guy. He is one of the ones that has the black horrible stuff coming out of it, and so is this one that we're approaching now, so we're going to kill these before they become a problem. Oh, wrong one. Now, not interested. Get some twinkling time, that's fine. So next we can clear this right hand side. Now you can do the ledges either way you want, but the reason I do this side first is because next time we come across the bridge and drop off, we're going to grab that item and then head that way, which is the actual way of progression. So this will be a little kind of bring around a rosy, unfortunately. So we've got the lightning nose just there. Got the crystal lizard, which is a bit of a trap. There we go. Let's get it from here. There we go. Take you down. Have some fire. Right, let's prone some of that. So we're about to have these thief type hollows start dropping all down on us from the left. Don't think you can knock them off, unfortunately, so you kind of just have to try and bait them individually rather than have them all come at once. I'm trying to remember where they all are. There's definitely one over on that part of the wall there. Where are you? There he is. Oh, these two come at the same time then. Oh. Trying to backstab me. Nope. Down. Obviously, really appreciating the damage increase there. So here we have the drop down you saw already, but over here is like an extra part to the option area where we're going to have another one of those big fat wing knights. Although this one doesn't have the axes, and so it isn't as much of a crazy. I'm going to roll at you like a ninja dude, and if you want to stand there, that should be fine for me. Their ability to fight through walls is crazy, but I can too. So if you want to stand there and take it, I'm happy to give it you. Alright, and so I think down here there is a sniper crossbow, I want to say. This guy's going to stop us from being able to heal, it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, we've got sniper crossbow, it's done. So obviously, dropping off there, you can drop down to where we came up before, but it's definitely much easier to come around this way. And then, for the rest of the bonfire, this should now be practically unguarded. I'll put the dragons over that way. Oh no, so he's not quite dead. He's going down there. And that gets us the Great Lance. So that is the first little ring done. There are a few of them in this area, so we are going to be kind of coming back, resetting and then heading on back out again. I could go and spend a level, but I'm pretty confident we should be fine getting through this next area. So over here, just want to kind of jump off any side, doesn't matter, left or right. Head on over to grab this. I mean, technically I could start upgrading my Pyromancer's Flame, but I want to save the chunks for Yorshka's Chime, which we should have on us. Yeah, Yorshka's Chime, which is +6, so we'll be upgrading that fairly soon. Obviously this guy can't really get to us, but it can still cause you a problem, because he can in fact reach over the top. So you want to take this guy out in front of us as quickly as you can, because he's going to have a friend joining him in a second. And again, we have somebody throwing anti-heal items at us. So next up, we're going to be taking this guy out as quickly as you can, like that. Okay, so when you go up these steps, obviously, like these items don't actually hurt you, so I don't really care right now. As you come up these steps, you'll see on the left there are a couple of knights on their knees. There's no reason to go over and mess with those just yet. We will be doing a drop down later on in the area. We'll be grabbing a different chime, which is better suited to dark magic rather than the miracles that we're using right now. So leave those alone for now. There's no point going and facing them. Down there is an enemy we're going to deal with in a second. Before we do that, we're going to deal with Mr. I hate healers. So I'm going to sort this. Yeah, that's fine, mate. It's you sorted. Got a raw gem just there. So if you ever want to make another weapon raw, that's fine. Down here we're going to have one of the Frost Knights. So we're going to wait for this anti-healing thing to stop. He is quite aggressive. He's going to aggro on you really quickly. Wow. He really wants it. Okay. Take a heal here. I wonder. Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I am dead. I am dead. I am dead. Daddy's got a plan for you. Come on. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me, Frost Knight. Ooh. That wasn't what I wanted to do. I don't know why he stayed there. Follow me. Now then, let's get this guy breathing fire. Come on, Frost Knight. Why are you being shy? Okay, if he's not going to follow me, I'm going to go back and get him in a bit. The plan didn't work, clearly. This room can be a little bit of an issue, so do be careful. Now, ideally you want to try and get up this ladder, because trying to run past all of these explosive barrels is not a great idea. However, somebody's going to try and knock you off, so be careful. So I'm going to deal with these piecemeal, one at a time. They're not particularly nasty, they're just kind of in the way. I think there's going to be one more up here as well, so be careful again. It's dropped off though, so as soon as you get up, don't kind of stay on it. You want to move over this way. Over here we're going to have like a thing that wants to start trying to appear on us. It's not appearing yet though for some reason. Come on, there he is. Now be careful because he starts kind of spewing crap all over the floor, which is kind of why I'm trying to stay on the steps. From here, you can happily burn him if it stays targeted without too much trouble. As I was saying, he really doesn't like fire, so it's not an issue. Get ourselves some nice stuff. Should be some upgrade items. Yes, Titanite chunks, large Titanite shard. It's cool. For some reason, it also kills the other one as well. I don't quite know how that works, but unfortunately, it kind of spoils my plan for burning the Frost Knight. It's a shame. So first up, we're going to go out this way. Now that we've killed that dragon, it won't respawn, which does mean that if you are in a bad situation, you have no healing items, you can just nip across the bridge, straight back across the bridge again, and you're back here without even being scathed. Obviously doing that is going to make dealing with the Frost Knight easier as well, so feel free to do that. I'm just collecting items on the way back over to dealing with him, because why not? Ember. Let's pick up this one. Fine gem. Lightning urns. So, this one does have another one of those attached to it over the top of there. We'll be dealing with that in a little while. So let's go and finish off this Frost Knight. Still stood in the same place. Don't know why. Does that mean this is some kind of leashing point for you? Can't be. Well, for some reason he doesn't get too aggressive around here. I mean, he was trying it then. Oh, you'll come out now. There's no dragons then. So have you for the Irithyll rapier. So down under we go. Now we can go and have all of this treasure. No mimics down here, which is nice. It's not very often I say that about Dark Souls, but nice. Nice. Yay, we've got Spirit Cheat Crest, Shield. We've got Titanite Scales. Twinkling Titanite. And we've got some more Twinkling Titanite. So, over this way, we can finish off dealing with this room now, which will be a fair amount easier now that we can deal with the top. I need to avoid using too much FP now, as we have got a couple of troublesome enemies to deal with. There's a few mimics, and of course some more of those, which we can obviously use fire bombs on anyway. So that's probably what I'm going to do. There you go. So we've got the right hand side here. I'll take you down. Don't think you've got any friends that are going to follow me. We're going to check anyway. No more fire bombers, so as we're going to make it safe for ourselves. Never know what these guys are going to do. Right, so as far as I'm aware, there's nothing else down here. So we'll have a check anyway. It's always good to double check. Might be something in this corner actually. Down. Something here. About 5 bombs here. It's cool. Nothing too important, but we got it. 72,000 souls. Need to be careful not to lose those now. Always adds to the pressure. So up here we have quite a lot of enemies all sleeping. So try and deal with this guy as quickly as you can. Don't go too far in. You should be able to see them there on the right. 2 thieves are sat down and waiting for us. But first we're going to do all these. Nice free easy souls. This here is a mimic. Well, that should be enough. There we go. So through here we've got these guys. Take this down. Upgrading the sword seems to have been a very good idea. It's definitely doing a lot of damage. So of course we're going to give that mimic a bit of time to stew as well. Ourselves pale palm resin. Right, and so in my previous playthrough I totally forgot about pulling this lever. Make sure you pull this lever, which will then open the gate. Again, creating even more of a shortcut from the bridge on and into this room. Quite a big advantage for you, as now we have a clear run to the boss of the area. Still a few things to sort out before we go ahead and face him, but that is the situation that we are in now. Mimic is looking pretty damaged now. Let's let's get the town on him. Let's look at something like, I don't know. Let's have some Pale Pine Resin on, because why not? This is the advantage of Raw, is that you can further increase your damage by infusion. Meaning that we can cause quite a lot of damage in a short amount of time with a fast swinging weapon like this. And any weapon buff, because usually it's a static increase in damage, will work better the faster your weapon attack speed is. Obviously again you have to be careful with this guy because he's about to get buffed, and he's buffing himself, so be extremely careful. This guy's healing him now, stop it. Just gotta roll on there. So yeah, he has in fact been buffed, and he's probably been healed now as well. And the buff makes them take less damage and cause more damage, so you need to be extremely careful of them when they're in that state. Now that it's like that, I may in fact go and deal with him later, because this is just not a fun fight to be in right now. Whoa, tracking on that. Ouch. And as you can see, a ton of damage. Ha! We could however bring Igon in there. Let's do that. And he can help me deal with you in a moment. In a moment all will be easier. Whoop. Ah, his buff has run out, which is nice. Go on, Igon. Do your job. There you go. You did your job. Distraction summon. Let's get that in there. There we go. So, nice timing, being as we were just getting a bit low on Estus there. We have this. Talent scale. Now we're going to find a covenant that is very useful to us. I'm not going to do the drop down. There's a drop down just here. I'll wait until Igon is finished before we go and do the drop down. So I didn't in fact do what I was intending on doing by doing co-op in between episodes, because I thought that would be, well, I just didn't think it was right to do for the walkthrough, to be acquiring souls off screen or anything. So I kind of avoided doing that. So unfortunately, we now have, well, we're now at the point where we can in fact get our most powerful offensive miracle, but unfortunately I cannot get it because I haven't haven't met the requirements for it. Right, let's get Firebomb on here. There we go. Oh, that'll finish you. So another chunk, another large one as well. Oh, we got some extra Estus, that's nice. Although we're going to need it to survive this drop down probably. Don't know if Egon will follow us down here, or if he'll survive it. So probably could have done with clearing that area first, but never mind. It's not too much of an issue. I've got a Mimic just here. This is probably going to be a bit of an issue of a fight now. So let's get this off. Deal with this. Let's get out of his way before he tries to grab me. Well, he's like. Don't know what he did there, that was weird. Alright, there we go, grab, that's nice. Stagger! Die! There we go. Got a new tome, so that's going to be some nice new miracles for us, which has taken far too long to happen. So we'll go and hand that in fairly shortly. There's no point taking that off, I suppose. Let's have a look how we're doing. have a look at our key items, see if we've got anything else to hand in actually. So we've got the deep tome, which we can give to the witch. We've got sage scroll, it doesn't really matter. We've got those scrolls. So we've got the bird of iron tome of Lothric, which should get us some nice handy new miracles. Don't know what Egon's going to do as we go around here. So actually, fair, that room shouldn't even be too bad now. There's no great sword dude. It's just the shield, the spear guy, and his friend. The kind of frustrating thing about this room is it's got quite a selection of difficult enemies in it. Well, not necessarily difficult, but just kind of challenging in the fact that we've got a spear guy, a great sword wielder, and then the two priests that heal and buff them. When really there's no real benefit to fighting this guy, because as you can see, there's nothing there. So I don't know why you would. I mean, feel free to take him on. Obviously, if you like me and you've got Egon there and ready to back you up, then you know, feel free. But you're not going to gain much out of it. Now here, I was expecting to see Sirius' sun on the side, but I don't know if you can only have one or the other, actually. But anyway, hopefully Egon can actually get up a ladder. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to separate him because he'll be useless for what I'm planning. Yeah, so I don't know why that is, but for some reason NPCs can't traverse ladders. Oh, they can. Hey! Excellent. Okay, clearly it's going down ladders they struggle with then. Because every time I try to hit anyone down a ladder, they've just kind of fallen to their deaths. Are you coming? Right, well, we're going to get into a fight in a second anyway. We'll see if that encourages him to come and give us a hand. So this is a pretty mean fight. We've got two archers and then a great axe user, but with Egon, it may not be too bad. Go on then. They're attacking you. Right, you deal with him. That's cool. I'm gonna deal with the archers. Just try not to fall off there. Finish this guy off. Now it should be, yeah, the ladder's there. Don't think there's anything along the top. Let's just double check. No, nothing on top. So when I go down this ladder, Egon is probably just going to jump off because that's all he's ever done with me. Down the ladder. Yeah. Got the Knight's Ring for extra strength if you're wanting to use it. I always find things like that are pretty good for testing out what you can get from the next 5 levels in a stat, which is really all I use it for. Another great sword user. Come on. Egon! Egon! Deal with him please, thank you. There we go. Last one, Egon. Aggro attained. So managing aggro here is definitely a pretty cool thing about this game, really, when I think about it. So that's him down. Extra large talent shard, take that. Ah, and some free heals. That's very nice of you. Shame I've like kind of cleared the area. So in here is the, I think, Sword of Sunlight. I want to say no, it's not. Oh, we already got it, didn't we, from the mimic? Here we have the Sunlight Covenant. aura of sunlight. So when you've got the sunlight medals, bring them here. 30 will get you the, I think it's the sunlight spear. It should be the sunlight spear. 30. And that is going to hopefully do some pretty decent damage when we get that. And that essentially completes this area. Last little bit that we need to do before we kind of go back to Firelink Shrine, reset ourselves, get ourselves the heals, and then take on the boss. We'll go this way. We've got Red Tearstone Ring. For those that don't know, Red Tearstone Ring, also known for putting people into hyper mode. And what is meant by that is that when you're on low health, you'll gain a significant boost to your damage. So if you are very good at avoiding damage, it's pretty cool. Let's take a heal. I don't know if Egon's going to drop off and kill himself. I don't know whether he will actually do that or not. Here we have the Caither's Chime, which I believe is used for casting dark miracles. So as I was saying, 2 knights here that kind of start kneeling. No reason to be facing them fairly, as far as I'm concerned. Because a great sword wielder and a spear guy is not a fair fight for me. So take them on. Got some extra free heals out of that. Nice. So that is Lothric Castle itself cleared. All that's left is the boss fight. Go the wrong way. All we need to do to get to the boss fight, as I was saying, is literally, which I'm going to show anyway, because this should be a one-time deal. This boss isn't too bad. So we're literally just going to run across the bridge, straight up there, straight past the guy with the great sword, summon whichever summon we feel like summoning. I may bring Cirrus in because I prefer her, just because she's a cooler character than Egon, in my opinion. Plus she's a Sunlight Blade, which is cool. And then take on the boss. So let's get rid of him. Sorry Egon, I do not need you right now. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine. So let's see how many soul items we have now. So we've got quite a lot to upgrade, I guess, now. So we'll sort this out. We can go see what new miracles we can grab from Arena as well, because I don't actually know. I have to say, I haven't actually given her the tome before, and bought all of her miracles and turned her into a firekeeper yet. So that's also something pretty interesting that I'm not going to look up. We're also going to be getting the Hollow Lord ending. I really like the Hollow Lord ending. It looks so cool. There you go. I have a tome for you. Gift tome. Yes.
Oh, you've brought me a Boreal divine tome. Now I can tell new tales of miracles. Tales of the greater miracles. What?
These are all the same anyway. Right, so learn miracles. So we have Blessed Weapon. Blessed Right Weapon. I don't know what that does. Interesting. Does it say? Blessed Right Weapon. Increasing attack power as well. Ooh, that's quite nice. Okay, we'll get that. Why not? Miracle of Clerics who wield weapons. Increases magic damage absorption by covering the body. Okay. Mildly useful. And Bountiful Light. Gradually restores a large amount of HP. See, like, between all of these, like, you could definitely make like a regen character if you had a blessed weapon, a blessed shield, classed to replenishment, bountiful light, and blessed weapon. You'd want the lingering dragon crest ring on, but that'd be, I'd say that's pretty cool. Don't know how fast your health would regenerate. I have to have a look. But yeah, let's have a talk to you.
You know, in my home of Karim, I was a nun. I would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you. Although, to be honest, I only know a few. But if I had a divine tome, I could tell you many tales and more. Oh,
okay, it's just a normal kind of thing. So, right, I think we've given her, what, 3 divine tomes at least so far? Plus the dark one. You get so few. I mean, that's probably quite nice as well. Like, as far as I can tell, the biggest advantage of the Cleric is the ability to buff your weapon with different attributes of damage. So that's going to increase your normal damage, as far as I can tell there. So that's going to increase physical damage. That's going to give you dark damage. You've got Dark Moon Blade, which will give you magic damage, and Lightning Blade, which will give you lightning damage. And if you wanted to then go ahead and use, obviously, the Pyromancer's Flame, you can obviously, and put a bit into intelligence, you can also use
thank you, Edmund.
fire damage. So you can do, I think that's every element of damage you can do, like natively, through your weapon buffs. So I guess that is kind of a cool thing that we can do, even though I don't use it very often. Let's take a look at what we can get for these souls, I suppose. See if there's a reason that I would want to keep them. I know the Cyrus soul isn't going to give me anything particularly useful, because that gives the Dark Moon bow and White Dragon Breath, which is no use to me. I don't I like Great Sword actually, but neither of those useful to me. So got Gundar's Halberd, not bothered. Prisoner's Chain is interesting. I never use it, so I'm not going to get it on this playthrough. But obviously, I recommend getting it if A, you don't already have all the rings, and B, if you fancy trying it. So basically, it works like a magic cloak ring, except for it increases your vigor, endurance, and vitality by 5, and instead of it reducing your resistances, it reduces your physical damage. But that's like 15 levels worth of stats there, which is quite nice. Particularly when coupled with something like the Ring of Favour. Through those 2 rings together, you can get yourself quite the bonus. So, quite worth considering, I guess. But not for me, not this time around. So I'm going to eat these souls, because I want more levels. Just cause. Alright. Totally went past it. There we go. So we get ourselves some extra levels.
Very well then.
And we want. Well, I suppose the interesting thing really is we don't really need anything other than faith at the moment. I suppose more endurance is going to be useful for us because we're quite combat heavy. Getting it up to 40 is going to be useful. But other than that, damage wise, we are just pumping faith.
Farewell, Admin.
So I guess at this point we need to start looking at using the chime. So we want to upgrade that. So where's Andre? We're going to upgrade that.
What?
Reinforce Yoshka's chime. So we need one more time at chunk to get that to plus 8. Weapon damage at 191. Spell buff, should I say? I was going to say I thought I got the Court Sorcerer's Staff. Okay. 193. How's that compared to the Pyromancer's Flame, I wonder? 158. So beating it on weapon buff now, at least. I won't bother upgrading the Pyromancer's Flame. I don't really feel like I need to. So I think I'm in fact going to try equipping Yorshka's Chime in my offhand. There we go. Equip a couple of miracles. I'm definitely going to try equipping that blessed weapon. I want to see how that works, because that sounds quite interesting to me. So we haven't got any mimics coming, so let's put blessed weapon in here. and that should be fine. So general, it'll be on fireball, so I can use the pyromancies, and then when I want to buff up, I can just switch out for it. That's cool. That should be cool. Yeah, let's try out. So onward to Dragon Barrack. So we're going to run through to get to the boss, and then I guess maybe in the next area I'll test out how some of this is affecting against similar enemies. So let's go. I wonder how many focus points it takes. I didn't even look. Never mind. I'll check later. Rings are wearing decent ones, I guess. Yeah, Pyromancy flames don't really get that much of a boost. I don't put much factory on, so Sadrian's fine. That's cool. So these are already buffing up. Nope. Let's go. Hopefully I get enough time to see whether or not Cirrus is there before I summon Egon. She should be around, but apparently not. Are you coming? Yeah, he's coming. Jump! Okay, so for some reason I can't see Cirrus, which is kind of troubling. Interesting. Let's see if we can get him to the aggro by going up the ladder. No, we actually come up the ladder. Interesting, I didn't know you could go up the ladder. It struggles so bad with getting up the ladder. Took quite a bit of damage there, didn't really want to do that. Well, it's going to have to be Egon that we take in then, unfortunately. I didn't want to take Cirrus, but never mind. So let's test out this healing power. That looks cool though, man. Quite happy with how that looks, at least. That's exactly what they're doing. Okay. Ooh. That's what kind of damage we're doing. Can't really tell whether or not that's higher damage or not. But increased damage for a heal seems like a pretty good trade. We should be able to see on our stats actually. So where are we? 322. Oh, so it only adds about 20 AR then before resistances. So somebody's damage, like the damage that actually causes, maybe less than that. 20 damage. It's hardly substantial, I guess. Oh, I know why Cirrus hasn't appeared. Okay. Some stuff we've got to do yet. We'll do that in the next episode, I think. Let's get some final on you before we go finishing off Egon. Oops. Stop. Wait. Ah. That was finally disappointing how little damage Egon's hammer does. As you see, this boss has the rather big weakness of having a thing in the middle that it can't attack through. When I say thing, I mean a fountain. Oops, gonna do that mistake. Oh wow, it's that went straight over me, that's awesome. Wow, being close to you is way too safe. So, this boss is a bit of a pushover, I have to say. You can cheese him around the edge and he basically misses you with his attack, so... Right then, so we could probably get one more level. Yeah, we'll go ahead and go get a level. Gotta keep faith building for this faith build, even if it's not really doing much. Oh, that's a bit terrible, really. Sorry, guys. That blessed weapon did not do what I thought it was going to do. But I guess now we can try out Lightning Blade. We'll see how that does in the next area. Let's have some faith, please. Let's.
Very well then.
Let's keep that rising. So. Although to be fair, its S scaling isn't going to come into play until that hits 50 anyway. When I think about it, we've still got quite a few levels before we start getting any real gains out of it. So, I suppose it's probably worth knowing. I didn't even use the bone shard. Okay, let's burn that now. So with that, we are set for the next episode, where we are going to go and help out Cirith. I'm trying to remember where her summon sign is. She's got 2 more things that we need to do for her to get her fully unlocked. One of them is facing off against Hodrick, and then the other one is facing off against the Curse Rotted Greatwood. In fact, no, I think it's just in the Curse Rotted Greatwood's room when I think about it. Okay, but we're going to go and sort that anyway. So I'll see you next time, guys. We'll be dealing with that. Enjoy the rest of your day.